Hi folks, here we are in downtown Sioux City, Iowa. This is a Midwest toy collectors show. They feature about 300 tables of antique and collectible toys. You can see there's a nice tonka set right there with the dump truck and the aerial sand loader. Lots of tonkas, lots of pressed steel. There's a nice little ramp hoist truck there. That's a rare one there. You don't see too many, but you do see them at a show like this because they kind of bring their best stuff here. You'll see quite a few customs and restored ones and quite a few originals as well. Looks like we got 250 on the high rack tonka truck there, and I didn't catch the price on the Blue Diamond Smith Miller. I got 4.25 on the custom tow truck, 650 on the 57 lumber truck there, 1957 tonka. And you'll see a lot of this, a lot of farm toys. $100 on that one on the end. Lots of green, lots of red, and a little bit of orange and yellow in between. So any of these that you want to see, you can just pause on them. We won't be able to stop on all of these to show every toy here because there's hundreds of thousands of them. It's kind of funny, we get comments on videos where we do car shows and swap meets and flea markets and stuff like that. How come you didn't show that one thing back there? Well, because it's not possible to show every single item. These videos are just to give you a rough idea, in case you want to go to one of these, give you a rough idea what they're like, if it's worth your time or whatever. It's not to show you every single item in the place. So it's just something fun to watch, a little entertainment, and give you an idea of what the place is like. Here's a bunch of Star Wars stuff. So you will see stuff from, old antique stuff, even stuff back into the late 1800s probably, and all the way up into more modern stuff. There's modern Hot Wheels and diecast cars and Star Wars and action figures and all that kind of stuff. Over here we got some advertisements for cars, and this guy has a lot of promotional models. A lot of 50s and 60s. You can see some of the prices. Some of them are model kits, but a lot of these are promotional models over on this side here. This is a nice one here. I like these die-cast ones. 135 little Chevy car there. And these are dealer promo models, so these would have been given out by the dealer to try to entice you to buy one of these cars at their lot. Back in the day, look at the Buick Riatas, Buick Regal, all kinds of different ones. This is a good one here. Look at that, the Mopar. That's a Johan model, that one. And we got some HO slot cars there. Some Hubley model kits. You can see the prices on those. Over here we got all kinds of model kits. There's hundreds of them in this booth. Most of them you'll be able to see the prices, like $69 on that Corvette, $45 on the one on top. But there's a lot of vintage ones and some newer ones. And they got them organized, Mopars, more other models, Chevys and Fords, depending on what you're looking for. And we'll jump over to this side, got some more miscellaneous stuff here. That's a cool little Fisher-Price style toy. There's a Mustang here, 125 on that one. Little Japanese tin Mustang. So this is in November. It's a fall show. So there'll be one next year if you want to go. The good thing to do is get involved. Either you go and you buy stuff or just go to look, or you bring stuff to sell, any which way. Get involved. Keep this market alive. We want to see this stuff continue on to future generations. So it's really important that people get involved. Not everything can be online. Nice little Thunderbird Japanese tin there. It's always nice to have some face-to-face communication as well. 125 on that Tonka fire truck. And we got quite a few Tonkas coming up here. A lot of Tonka stuff here. These are some restored ones and customized ones. There's the lumber truck there, or a log truck, 115 on that. Got a repainted cab. And we got some more over here that have been customized. Got a purple True Scale International there. 125 on that one, dump truck. Those are popular with the farm toy collectors. There's a Lion moving van that's been made out of a 30s Buddy L. That's another custom job. Now this Allied here is a nice original. It's got all original paint. 210 on that one. And we got some more down below there. Here's another custom one here. This is an original trailer that would be behind the MIC Smith Miller. It's all original, other than this has got a custom cab, 660 on that one. It's a Smith Miller cab, but a different model than what normally goes with that trailer. There's a little International True Scale pickup there, 2 1/4. If you watch some of our other videos, we did a flea market one not too long ago in Pennsylvania, and I bought that identical toy to that little blue True Scale pickup. A little better condition. Here's a Smith Miller there, 350 on that one. It's been customized, got some tracks on the back. And there's another one for 390 restored. And we got all kinds of Tonkas over here. Some of them are original paint, some of them are repainted. Guy checking out some parts in that box. Over here we got a lot of Redline Hot Wheels. So you can, here again, you can pause on these to see the conditions or prices and things like that, what models they are. There's a bunch of nice ones there. And we got some more action figures, stuff like that over here. Some more Star Wars stuff. Spaceships here. You got 150 on that one there, and there's the Millennial Falcon there for 250 on that one. Look at the Shrine Club on the floor there. We'll check that out in a second to show you some of these up here. That's a nice looking license plate right there. This guy I think was from Sioux Falls area, so from our home state. You got some cool stuff in this booth. Sioux Falls to Sioux City is only about an hour. We had a little further from where we're at, out in Murdo. It's about a 4-hour ride. Nice little plastic race car there for 60 bucks on the trailer. So we made a two-day deal out of this. We came down, and this is during their main day, but you notice there isn't a big crowd at the beginning because I kind of started this video before the crowd got in. But we did come down the day before and find a few things. So at the end of the video, we'll show you what we bought. Look at all the little toy wagons there. There's a little Marx wind-up Woody sedan there. There's the Marx logo. Kind of cool, 23 bucks, cheap enough. And he's got quite a mix here. Some impressive stuff. I like this booth. There's a lot of neat stuff. Look at that cast iron pirate there. And this is a nice little cast iron International pickup. 160 bucks on that little D-Series International. The D-Series starts in 1939. So that's a toy of the period right there. There's a little parcel post delivery. Nice early toy there. 135 bucks on that one. Good paint. That's a little Kingsbury fire truck there for 2 1/4. Now you'll see some of these people have signs out wanting to buy. We'll show you a few cards, but we also are looking to buy collections. Here's a Donald Duck rubber toy. 35 bucks. We buy toys, antiques, automobilia, but you know, any toy vehicles, things like that, Barbie dolls, all kinds of stuff. So if you got a collection, or if you've inherited stuff, or you had stuff from when you were a kid, any of these types of things, you can catch us at Doll Off Antiques on Facebook, or you can just message us right on this video, and we'll get a hold of you. There's some more modern diecast in here. A lot of Hot Wheels on the bottom shelf, and the larger scale ones up top. These are pretty cool here. These are like Mad Max style custom vehicles that somebody's made. Look at the tanker there with all the spikes sticking out the front. Pretty cool stuff. And we've got some more Star Wars here. Got Luke Skywalker versus Wampa. 60 bucks on that one. Han Solo, 60 bucks. Even got some little teddy bears there. Here's a little Marx Army truck there for 60 bucks. WCW, we will see some wrestlers here. That one's 20 bucks, Goldberg. There'll be some WWE and WWF stuff as well, probably. There's some antique dolls here, 110 up to 500. 30 bucks on the nice little 1930s toy stove. And we got quite a few of the Buddy L or Nylent hot rods, and that one's a Structo, I believe, the little school bus. They've been customized. 60 bucks on the little Corvair school bus. Look at the pink one with the 2 engines in it. That's cool. You see a lot of them have been lowered. Nyland camper top up top there. A couple little vans there, one towing a camping trailer. There's another little Buddy L hot rod there. And over here we got some really nice Matchboxes, Corgis, different models in this case, and mostly Hot Wheels in this case. A lot of Redline Hot Wheels in there. A lot of good stuff right there. And some more Matchboxes and Tootsie Toy and stuff in that case. And we got a Marx little plastic pickup truck there, 19 bucks on that one. I believe that one came with a wrecker originally and you could tow it around. I'm not positive on that, but I think so. I think it was a set that it came in. There's a Smith Miller cab there, 38 bucks. Cheap enough if you need one. This one's a good one here. 70 bucks. It's a little AAA, or a standard, sorry, standard American. It's a Ford Econoline made by Nyland. There's a little true scale, or a promotional model international pickup. We bought quite a few of those. I think 10 or 12 of them at an auction at one point. They were all that same model, that yellow pickup. Here's a little Slick Toy, 25 bucks on that one. Kind of a generic looking car from the 40s. 32 bucks on the Mustang back there. Look at all the camping trailers here. I think those are maybe Midge Toy or Tootsie Toy, one of the two. Whole collection of them there. So there's all kinds of cool stuff, Jetson stuff. Look at all the little pyro army trucks here. People like these to put them with train sets. There's your price back there. $5 each, looks like. Cheap enough. And we even got Jimi Hendrix right there, 25 bucks on the album. And over here we got quite a few different toys. Look at the Wyandotte tandem trailer. It's the 1930s circus truck there for $4.50. Got some paint, loss, and rust on it. There's a nice little horse-drawn piece right there with some paint loss on that as well. Condition means everything with toys. You can have the same toy that's worth 5 times as much if it's in the original box and really minty than one that needs to be all done over. Now this guy here they call Mr. Tonka. He's got a lot of Tonka trucks. I'll show you a few of them here. There's a Sportsman, there's a backhoe, all kinds of fire trucks up top. There's his business card right there. I'll show you that here in a second. Here's a Tonka there for $140. Some more Tonka pickups up in there. There's a Nyland back there. The Nyland did a good scale model of like a 59 or 60 Ford truck. There's an Allied, Tonka Allied up on top. All kinds of them over on this side. There's quite a collection here. He brought a big impressive collection. So Chuck Thompson is his name. You can catch him on Facebook, Mr. Tonka. And we'll jump over to this side. Get another Tonka truck there in the original box. It's a little bit later one. And we'll kind of scoot along here. All kinds of them down on the floor here. Some ertl flatbeds down there. We got a couple more Tonka fire trucks down there. 2 pumpers, one white one, one red one. And we got a nice little DeKalb license plate top of there, $150 on that. And we'll just kind of scoot through this booth one more. We saw one thing here we missed, and it's right here. It's a 1967 Massey Ferguson there, and the price on that one is $15,000. So it's a really valuable one there, really rare. Got a Hot Wheels factory down there. Look at the display case there for $100. All kinds of Hot Wheels and stuff in here. You can see quite a slew of them there. And we got some more promotional models. There's a nice little Pontiac convertible there, 20 bucks. Got a little damage on it. All kinds of cool stuff in this booth. Look at all these Dinkies and Corgis here. Those are made in England, I believe, most of them. And there's some Tootsie Toys, and we got some later diecast stuff there. There's a Hubley tractor, all kinds of miscellaneous. $5 on that tractor back there. Look at all these scale models of trucks. There's some more older ones back here. Got a couple more promos in the middle there. Another convertible there. That one's $25. Kind of cool. Cheap enough. And we got some matchboxes and stuff. Some of those you can see the prices on them. Gonna jump onto the other side here. $45 on the Structo dump truck. Quite a slew. Quite a collection there. We got some more pressed steel over this way. $700 on that one. That's a core made to look like a gram. And that's one I'd like to find, a nice one of those original paint if I could. $300 on the little wagon there. I had one of those cores at one point, but I sold it. I wish I had it back. That happens. Nice auto hauler there. Got some, two of them actually. $300 on that one. And $300 on that one. They got little airflows on the back. And we'll jump over here. Got a bunch more ertls and John Deeres. $115 on that one. $110 on that one. So this is all a green section. All kinds of green stuff around here. Bunch more. That one's $80 on that one. Some of these are older, some are newer. There's the guy's card if you're interested in any of them. A lot of these people will ship stuff as, you know, they sell stuff online as well, most of them. There's an older John Deere back there, pretty clean one for $80. Look at the Gleaner combine there, $30 is cheap enough. I've had that same toy a couple times. Got a $10 tray there. And we're into the red section here. All kinds of red International Harvester stuff. So they keep their red and their green separate down in this area. They take their farm toys serious. $40 on that one. And we'll get into a few more miscellaneous here. $80 on that equipment mover. And we'll just keep scooting along here. Here's another promo here. $60, and this one has the original box, it says. So that's a pretty cool piece. There's the box for it right on the corner. 1963. That's another dealer promo. And we got some more scale model tractors. That's a nice little International Metro there, $100, little promotional model. And we got some more over on this side. There's a Tonka there, $385. That's the Power Boom. $175 on the horse-drawn. I guess you'd call it a little rack body deal there. And we got quite a few more scale model tractors. Here's a nice little ertl there, $72. And as you can see, there's all kinds of die-cast and farm toys over on this side as well. Quite an impressive collection of them. And we'll just keep scooting down this side. Jump over to this side here. $500 on the little Studebaker looking pedal car. $350 on the one on the right. And we got all kinds of miscellaneous up on here. There's a real early, looks like a Packard in the front, early pressed tin toy. Got some of the Thimbledrome race cars. They put little gas engines in those. That one there is 2 1/4 tether car. There's a Kingsbury, the gold one there, the race car. Don't see a price on that one. And we'll kind of scoot down this aisle. Got some more Tootsie Toys and stuff in here. There's a little plastic set there for $250. There's the cover for it. There's a Nylent mobile home for $200. And we're going to finish it up back in this corner. This is definitely a worthwhile place. We had a lot of fun here looking for stuff. And look at the Donald Duck pencil sharpener there. So like we said, this is Sioux City. And you can look them up, Midwest Toy Collectors, on Facebook. Look up this, just look up the Sioux City Toy Show and you'll come up with their page. And you can keep an eye on them for the next year. Look at the visible dog models. Those are pretty cool. And the visible V8. We've had that one before. Kind of shows you all the inner workings of the V8 engine. There's some more promotional models. There's a couple of the V8 engines right there, the visible ones. You can see all the internals in them. And we've got some more Star Wars stuff there. Bunch of models and stuff over in there. And we're going to catch up with you back at the shop and show you what we bought. There's a nice electric train set right there. Hi folks, as promised, we're going to show you what we got here. This is just to recap. This was a Sioux City, Iowa toy show, and we always like to go to toy shows. We've been doing toys for a long time, so it's always fun to go to one. We haven't been to one for a while, and it's a little different than the car shows and the antique shows, but we enjoy them as well. There's a 1966 Ford promotional model. That's a dealer promo. They would have given those away, trying to entice you to buy the car. Told all the aspects of the car and little writing on the bottom. And that one's all in good shape, 2-door hardtop. This other one here is a 63 Ford. And this one's got the original box. And this one is a 2-door hardtop as well. A little darker blue. A little wear on the chrome, just from going in and out of the box. But a nice promo there, in good condition. So the box adds quite a bit to the value. You can see the original right from Ford right there, Ford Division. We got two. This one's a Tonka here. That's the little AAA wrecker. I bought this because I have the red one, which is a standard, and they're really hard to come by. This is a more common one, but I thought it'd be fun to have them, you know, both up on the shelf there. There are, I believe, a couple versions of that, but that's one of them. This is a Marx toy here. It says Lewis Marx, and it's got a little grime from being in a barn or something. But I got it cheap, and this is a Coca-Cola version, so it's kind of interesting. You see this in a farm truck and different models, but that one's a Coca-Cola, so that'll clean up pretty good, and I thought I was happy to find that. This is an unusual one here. I'm not sure on the brand of that. Maybe somebody in the video can tell us. Real streamlined train there. Maybe Marx or Wyandotte, one of those companies like that. Got little wooden tires in the bottom, but haven't seen that one before, so I thought that was a cool find. And this is kind of like the same company that makes a lot of the promos, Banthraco. They did a lot of the metal ones. That's a little Chris Craft cabin cruiser boat. This one's a bank, but I haven't seen that before. That's kind of an unusual toy. It's got that copper finish to it. So I grabbed that one. Thought that was kind of cool. We got this Rapid City, South Dakota Shrine Club. Figured we ought to have that, being from South Dakota. I got a nice little, I think it's a Massey Harris, little cast aluminum tractor there with the driver. Kind of a nice one with the original rubber tires. And we got a few little toys here. We got these two from the same guy. They're little, I think these are Marx, little airflows, and that one's been restored, and this one's original, but they're the little 4-inch airflows, so those are kind of hard to come by. And I collect these, so I saw that one there, figured I'd grab that. That's a little Tootsie Toy Graham, about 1933, 4, somewhere in there. So anyway, I've got quite a few of those. So anyway, that kind of does it for the Sioux City Toy Show. We do have our t-shirts here too. If anybody's looking for a t-shirt, we got our Doll Off Antique shirts we're selling here. We got different trucks on them. There's a Ford, a Chevy, and a Dodge. But anyway, that'll do it for that. And thanks for watching. If you can, please subscribe, give us thumbs up, give us good comments. All those things are appreciated. And we'll catch you on the next round.